Raise your hand if you're currently looking for a teacher gift that means something. We've all done the mugs and the gift cards, but as the school year wraps up, how do we actually find a gift that reflects all the growth that has happened during this school year? They say that teachers grow seeds that last forever, and today I wanted to take that as inspiration for our teacher gift. I had previously created sassafras seedlings during COVID, and I put little seedling labels in each pot which said words like hope, healing, faith, love, gratitude, and I just thought, why don't I just make a whole bunch of gratitude seedlings for these teachers that we do appreciate so much. I've laid out a cardboard box and I've put some parchment paper over it, and now I've cut layers of tissue paper, 6 layers of various colors, and these are the colors that I want to use to create the leaves for these seedlings. What I love most about the sassafras is the mitten-shaped leaves. So let's get started and create these beautiful gifts that are gonna actually have a very rooted meaning. So the first thing you're going to want to do is fold up the first 3 layers of your strip of paper for the leaves and start to glue down the wires. So take your pattern and just figure out the placement of how many leaves you'll get across the board. And I just take a little bit of tacky glue on the end of these, a very little bit. You literally just want to make it tacky so that it sticks, because we are going to end up wetting this and binding it. So you're literally just sticking it in there, and that's our first step. Time to glue. So I'm using today a mixture of half Mod Podge glossy and half Mod Podge matte. I want the leaves to have a little shine, but I don't want them to be too shiny. And don't forget to take off your paper clips as you go along. This really helps you identify where the glue didn't get all the way through. You know how people get support for their channels of like, buy me a cup of coffee? I'm gonna do buy me a pair of gloves. Okay, this board is done as far as the gluing, but I wanna add just a little bit of different colors here and there with dye, just to so they don't all look the same. I think I'm gonna use the big needles to do this. So I just shake up the dye. I'm starting with yellow, so if I add other colors, I'll just keep getting darker. I always start with the lightest color first. So I don't want to do this to too many of these either, but every once in a while I just put a few drops and then quickly catch it and rub it in. And it will show up when it dries. You'll see the difference. So again, I'm just getting darker with my color. So now it's yellow and orange together. And then I'll add the brown. Sometimes it's so fun that you get carried away, so I have to know when to stop here and there. She's out of control, someone stop her. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna blot the extra dye off. So next step, cover this with another piece of parchment paper. You can press down just with your hands. You just wanna make sure you have a good press for the wires so that the wires don't fall out. So now I'm gonna put another cardboard box on top of this, load up some weight. I put water bottles, I put my weights, I put a couple boards, and then let it sit for 72 hours and it'll dry, and then we'll peel them off and you'll have your leaves all done. And then we're just gonna add some nice details to them. So once the paper is dry, your strips will look something like that. I went ahead and cut out my leaves. So one plant is going to get each of these leaves. So once you cut them out, you're going to want to grab your water bottle, one of your larger fondant tools, depending on the size of the leaf, and also one of your embossing tools. So you're first going to spray it pretty well. And you're really just going to go around the edges. And if you want to pick which side you want to be the leaf on top, I would put that face down. And remember, don't touch the leaf. Try to just roll out some of the wrinkles and see what the paper wants to do. So once I have it somewhat looking like that, and it's kind of created its own shape, I give it one more spritz. And then with the embossing tool, lightly, because you don't want to rip your paper, you're just going to kind of draw in the veins of the leaf. It almost looks like realistic veins. So I'm kind of making a whole bunch of them and started just lining them up on my board. I'm just adding a little red acrylic paint to the stems very lightly with a real coarse brush, just to give it that seedling kind of look at the stem. I found these great wooden pegs that I'm going to put in the planters, and I want them all to say gratitude. So I wrote it out, and I think I'm just gonna use carbon paper so that they all kind of look the same. So for the assembly, there's no real order for the leaves. My instinct is obviously to have the smaller one up top, and I'm just going to start to assemble it. And then I am just going back in with some of the red paint so that everything is cohesive. We are up to the final step, which is potting the sassafras seedling. I like using these Floral Foam blocks. I did pick up these at my recent field trip at G+G, and I'm just cutting it to fit the best it can inside of this. Once they're full of foam, I take my tacky glue and I put a layer. I just think it's nice to have it in there super secure. And now I'm using this I also got at G+G Distributors. Thought it made a nice complement to the woodsy feel of the seedling. I love these vessels, also from G+G Floral Distributors. Beautiful bark-like. They had a few of them, these also, but I just think they're really perfect for this project. So the final step in putting this together is to just put the seedling into the pot. And I like to leave whatever area is most open so that you can just kind of slip the gratitude, and it's easy to read right in front. So here is our little forest of gratitude. I love how the sassafras seedlings came out. I'm hoping that this as a teacher gift reminds teachers not just of thank you, but like you've planted seeds in our kids and we are really grateful. So I just think it's a little bit more meaningful than your token mug and gift card. Would go great with a gift card as well. If this project inspired you to bring a little more handmade joy into the world, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you know when a new video is out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's keep blooming.